What's up, beautiful people? I feel like before I can tell you how we bought a house together, I should probably tell you how me and Sway met. I also feel like I should address the elephant in the room. I did not get a boob job. These are just pregnancy titties. Anyways, let's take this back to October 2019. Just think of like where you were as a person in 2019, the things you were complaining about, the experience you might have been having, how different life was at this time. None of us had had our collective trauma of 2020 yet, or la pandemia, or anything. It was just us vibing and living. And so that's exactly what was going on. I had this group of girlfriends, life was going good, I was teaching, I was in this mindset of like, men ain't shit. They're probably not the healthiest mindset because we need our divine masculine as well. But it was empowering for me at the time to just kind of like be done with men at this point. I was just like, unless someone absolutely miraculous comes into my life and just like wants to actually add value to my life, they ain't shit. I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving because I know what happened to the Native Americans. It's not something that we should just like ignore and talk about the pilgrims, like honestly, because like that was mass genocide. But my friends, iApparel, Nazir was putting on this event, a Thanksgiving all you could eat vegan event. And so I was like, whatever, I'll go to that. I was going with my friend Maggie, and we get there and we're kind of scoping it out, and everybody's just like normal. We're just like getting our food. And then I see this guy and we keep making eye contact, and I'm like, I don't know if I found him like really attractive, or I genuinely just remember feeling like really drawn to this person. And yeah, we just kept making eye contact. And so I was like, to my friends, I was like, why is he like not even coming over to me? Like, and then my friends were like, okay, girl, like we're ready to go. Okay, like whatever, like I'm a feminist, like I can go and talk to him if I want to. So I confidently walk up to Sway and I was like, hey, I feel like we're supposed to know each other. Like, because that's genuinely what was going on. Like, it wasn't just that I found this person attractive, I just felt this drawing to him. And we all know why that is now. I was like, yeah, definitely. I was like this cute little blonde walking over to him, and this like, blue's like my color. I was like wearing this is what I was wearing that day. And he was like, yeah, definitely. So we exchanged Instagrams because we're just like modern people. That's like what everyone does these days. Why do you want a number? No, I want to like stalk you and get to know like what image you're putting out into the world. Like that's how things are done now. So we exchanged Instagrams, and this is such a pivotal time for me because I told you this was my time where I was just like with my girlies and just like, boys suck, like it's just us. That was my vibe. So it was good that like we didn't jump straight into anything, especially like during that time of year. I think it's never good to like start a full-on relationship during the holidays. I got to spend the holidays with my family, and just I felt really empowered during this time and really strong in who I am. And then like in December, I had posted on my story that I was accepting clients for 2020, private yoga clients. He responded to that story and was like, I want to book a session. And I was like, okay, because I had made this promise with myself that no matter what, whoever the client is, once they're a client, they're always a client. And they will never transition to someone that like I'm gonna date. Like I wouldn't date a client. That was just like a personal rule for me. So I was feeling a little torn. I'm like, how do I take on someone that like I'm interested in, but they want to be my client? I was kind of like, I don't know. I did want to see this person, and I couldn't think of a better, cooler way to like meet for the first time than like show him what I do. And like he's all smooth, and he says, okay, so yoga at whatever time we said, and then dinner on me. And I was like, oh my God, because in reality, that was everything I wanted, like in a guy. I'd want to take me out and want to like do yoga with me. And then there was a chance that I was like, but what if like he doesn't even care about the yoga? And I was like, I don't know. And so I ghosted him. I fully ghosted him. And like I thought maybe he wouldn't notice or he wouldn't care or something. He fully noticed and he fully cared. Like a week goes by. where I'd not said anything, and I was like back and forth with it because I was like, why have I done this? Like, I'm really interested in this person and I want to get to know them, and I'm not even giving them the opportunity even though they're like trying. I messaged him and I was like, hey, this is so cringe, but I was like, hey, I'm sorry, like your message like totally got lost in my DMs. Like, do you still want to do yoga? Such a lie. So obviously he sees that, and like then he goes to me, and I was like, fair enough. I lost my chance. What are you gonna do? And then he posts this story, the filter app, like the filters on the app where it would say, what sign are you most compatible with? And his said Leo, and I'm a Leo. Now, my innocent self thinks that that's just a coincidence, a synchronicity in the universe. My freaking dumbass put on there, don't think I know any. This motherfucker, he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew I was gonna respond to that story. And I was like, actually you do. And he was like, you? And so then he comes back again and he was, so yoga Sunday and then dinner on me? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Because at this point I'm like, we're gonna have to bend the rules. Rules are made to be broken, right? So the day of, it's like 15 minutes before he gets here, and I message him and I'm like, hey, do you want me to put a mat down for you, or do you have one? And he was like, I have one, but I forgot it at home, with a sad face. No worries, I'll put one down for you. And he's like, but I'm gonna be late. And I'm like, oh, here we go. And so I was like, how late? And he's like, it says 2 hours. And I'm thinking, I can't believe he's gonna be that late to the first time. He doesn't, I'm calling my friend's like, my friend Eleni's like, he doesn't care about your time. Tell him you don't have time for dinner. It was so amazing because it was like, just like so much was happening. Like, I was really calling in this partner, but I wasn't in a rush to get them. And I just wanted this like man who was just ready, or I didn't even know if it was a man or a woman. I just wanted this partner who was like gonna take care of me and make life easier for me, and just like stand by me and support me, not just like in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm, and just push me and to do better and be better. And that's exactly everything that he is. And the rest is basically just history. Like, we just like kept talking, and we just kept wanting to see each other. And then he was like showing up at all my yoga sessions and like paying for them. The fact that he wanted to go and like support the studios that I was at, and he would show up early and he would be in there and meditating and like just showing that that's like what he really wanted to do, because yoga actually was something he was really interested in. And yeah, and it just became a beautiful exchange of energy between us, because we just both really liked each other. And yeah, and I just feel so happy to have him in my life, and now to have him being the father of my firstborn child is just wow. So yeah, that is the story of how we met. And in the next video, I can tell you about how we bought a house. So thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, if there's questions or more that you guys want me to go into, please comment below. If you've had a similar experience with finding your soulmate partner, I believe we have many soulmates. I believe we have many partners, and different people serve different purposes in our life, and we all bring out different energies in one another. And so to find that person that is really just gonna go through life with you is really special. And you know, sometimes you think you found them, and then you find someone else, and aligning more when you're really following your purpose and living in your truth. And yeah, I didn't hold anything back from him. I really showed up as my authentic self, and so did he. And now we have this beautiful relationship to bask in because of it. So yeah, I would love to hear any of your guys' experiences with your twin flame soulmate, or any of your heart connections that you have out there. Thank you for listening to mine. Love you guys. Namaste.